Hello there. Welcome back to my channel. I'll explain why I'm out of breath in a minute, but it is Wednesday, November 13th, and just get ready for a vlog that's all over the place. I apologize in advance, but I have a lot to catch you up on. Room update, I've made a couple of other small tweaks. I'm loving it though. I'm excited to show it to you. We're gonna do a little mini haul. We're gonna get the hair out of my mouth. And today is our parent peak, which means families are all invited in to watch and really participate and engage in a lesson. We are doing it for science. And I'm doing it twice because I have two classes. So we have a morning one and an afternoon one. I'm excited, but my brain is mush. So let's jump into it. So the reason I'm out of breath is because I just had to carry this big bag, full of stuff, which explains why my arm looks like a tomato, along with both of these water jugs. And I'm proud because I made it upstairs. There were no casualties. There was a casualty yesterday. We'll come back to that. I put my travel coffee cup in my backpack and I was just like, please don't spill, because even though it's like leak proof, this button, if it gets pressed, it's gonna open up. But I figured if I start feeling something hot on my back, I'll know we have a problem. This is gonna be a chaotic little mini haul from mostly Dollar Tree, but also random stuff, including HEB. So these water jugs, let's turn it around. These came from HEB. They're the kind with the little pour spout. We are using these for our science peak. I was supposed to have students bring some in, but they never showed up. And who knows, they might show up today, but I can't chance it. So I got two of those. This is my food scale from home, and we needed two scales for two different stations today. I already had one within like our science stuff, but I needed another one. So I brought that in. We needed extra cups. I'll go through the stations and all that in just a bit. For now, I'm just showing you this stuff. Okay, Dollar Tree. So whoa, that could have been bad. I bought kind of some random stuff. I had not been to Dollar Tree in months. This is a cupcake holder. I did not get it to hold cupcakes as much as I wish that I did. I got this to see if a game fits. Actually, let me go grab it. Okay, this is the Shut the Box game. It's a math game. I've showed it in my vlog before. You can Google how to play it. It's just called Shut the Box. My students absolutely love it. So much, in fact, that I got a second one. You can technically play with just a set of dice and a whiteboard, but of course they love the actual like box. And already the box that it gets stored in, it's not holding up great. I did laminate the instructions so that those are durable, but the box, it has an expiration date and that date is coming soon. I actually ordered these plastic containers on Amazon because I looked at the dimensions and I thought it would fit. It does not, oh, there goes a die. Okay, we'll get that later. It did not fit. It's just like kind of like a Tupperware. It says Signoraware, so off-brand, but I can reutilize those for other things. So I bought this cupcake holder, not measuring it, but just in my chaotic state last night, because I didn't get to Dollar Tree until really late after the gym. I was like, you know what? We're just gonna buy it and see if it fits. So moment of truth, I'm not optimistic. No, it's so close. It's so close, but because of like the curved edges, oh, okay, well, okay, it does technically, if I squeeze it a little bit, it will fit. It's not perfect. Oh, it's also not sturdy, so, well, it kind of fits. Maybe, I don't know. We'll come back to that. I also got these lunch trays and I got them in 4 different colors, red, pink, green, and blue, mostly for science. I love having trays to hand stuff out. I like that this one had the different grooves and sizes. I thought that it would be helpful. And I just enjoy having containers like that. So saw it, grabbed it. I also got just some clear plastic containers for the peak today. They're gonna do an investigation where they need to put things in water, and these are gonna hold the water. They also are holding other things to consolidate. I got some more of the little mini containers. I got both circle and square. These are 10 for $1.25 because it's no longer actually Dollar Tree. I use these to hold dice, and I used to have a bunch of them. I got rid of them, but I got both shapes because I kind of want to see which one is better for actually shaking the dice, which, before I forget, this is from Shut the Box. I also got more clear transparent tape because I use that to attach all of my labels, and I've been doing a lot of labeling lately. I had no push pins, so I got push pins. Why is my hair wanting to find my mouth today? I don't get it. Erasers, my students have been asking for a lot of erasers. I have some pencil cap erasers, but those are disappearing quickly. So I wanted some, you know, big daddies in there. These are plastic containers because for the science peak, they're gonna be mixing lemonade, and I have one big container, but I need two because there will be 2 stations running simultaneously. These are the plastic containers, by the way. And let's talk about this. So I mentioned that we had a casualty. Yesterday, we were taking our interim test, which is basically practice for the STAR test. So it's one of those situations where the desks are all apart and it's a long day for students and for teachers because you just walk laps around your classroom. But I got out my brain sprinkles in the morning. It's just glitter in a jar. But this is something I made my first year of teaching, y'all. Like, I brought it with me from Maryland when I moved to Texas, and I just sprinkle it on my students' heads before they take tests, or if they don't want it on their head, I'll sprinkle it on like their desk or their paper. And I dropped it first thing in the morning. It was 6 a.m. I dropped it on the floor, the whole bottom busted out, glitter everywhere. It was a hot mess, a disaster. But more than anything, it was just sad because I've had that for such a long time. So when I went to Dollar Tree, I wanted to find another jar. I was not successful in finding the same one, but I did find this little kind of mini mason jar, and the lid has holes in it. And I've ordered, this time we're gonna upgrade to gold glitter. I ordered that on Amazon, it'll be here. So it's not ideal, but it's fine. It's actually kind of cute. I think my students will like it. Then we have, I had to bring my big lunchbox today because also to go with science, I have some fruit salads. Does anyone else's brain go, yummy, yummy? If you know, you know.
More of a fruit man or a root man?
So let's, oh gosh, clean up the hot mess that is now my desk. And let's talk about, well, no, you probably want to see the classroom. Let me show you the classroom. So this is one of the main big changes. Previously, this long, skinny table was used for both my bathroom sign out, my pencil sharpener, tissues, and my Chromebook charging station. And I had this vision where ideally I wanted it to be just for Chromebooks. So our daily charging station where our Chromebooks charge overnight, but I also wanted space where if a student has a Chromebook that's dying and they need to plug it in, they can sit there and have it plugged in. So I got this little tower charger from Amazon and I scooched the table down. I'm loving it here thus far. I've only really utilized it with students on one day, Monday, because we were testing yesterday, but so far so good. And then that meant I needed another area for my bathroom sign out and my pencil sharpener. So I got this cube unit from Target. It is the Bright Room brand, but it's just one of those 4 cube organizers. And what I really liked is it was the perfect depth, but it also gave me storage underneath. So on top, I just have our bathroom sign out, the clock, and then I have the pencil sharpener. I can't really show you because I have things hanging above it, like our little family fridge that I can't show you. But above the pencil sharpener, I have just a jar that's like kind of hanging on the wall to hold pencils. So that way, if any pencils are lost or found on the floor, they go in there. Underneath is where I have different like Chromebook chargers for my students. I have extra chargers that belong to me, the calendar pieces, and then glue sticks and dry erase markers because my students ask for those all the time. Now, above the Chromebook area, I do have basically our calendar, and I extended our calendar to show the weekends. When I have to switch out the calendar for the next month, I will show you. Right now, I can't show it to you because we have events and things on there. But here's an update of our science word wall. I love having more space. So when I build out my frame for the next unit, I can extend it a little bit. But yesterday, after testing, we had some time, so I was able to fill in the word wall with both of my classes. So we talked about really hitting on like thermal energy and then conductors and insulators. Y'all, I'm doing the best I can with my drawing, okay? Just go with me. But I literally taped up things from our investigation that were conductors versus insulators. Did I stick the eraser at the end of the plastic spoon because that's the only place I could find to fit it? Yes, I did. And then over the weekend, I also prepped an example CER, which I just kind of based this on what I saw in the book as well as my own ideas. We did fill out the claim on Monday, and then I created kind of like a checklist for my students to be able to follow. Underneath of that is our math kind of flex game area. Hold on, this is gonna bug me. Okay, much better. And yes, I'm wearing red Converse with a black and white dress. I don't think it matches, but I don't really care. So we have our Shut the Box, which is my students' favorite game. We have just extra dice, and I did get these they're like little mini dice. They're so cute, but they're in these shaker cups. And then these will go in the plastic containers I got from the dollar store. I've got playing cards, and then I need to add some more games and things to the bins, which I will show you because I did get a donation of some that I'm really excited about. Coming around the front, nothing here really changed from the last video. We have the classroom library area. I think I might have switched around some of the things on the shelves. Basically, I have books all on the bottom, then I have the candy that my students would have access to when I give them permission, and then some morning activities, extra chargers, and headphones. Then on the other side, I have my teacher toolbox, phone, that's the phone list sticking out, I just turned it around, extra copies for math and science, Golden Emerson, confetti poppers, brain booster, prizes, and then down here I've got fidgets, and what's over there? Oh, extra candy. And then I've got like bandages, nurse passes, prize box. I need to swap out where it says calendar pieces. That is now an empty drawer that I will probably find something to fill it with. I also ended up hanging the Golden Emerson jacket here by the window. So then now across the top, I have these black bins for storing math, science materials. I have risers and bouncy bands. And then I just have like a file box. I put some books on display for now. We've got some snap circuits. And then I moved our treatment agreement, which was in the corner by where my screen is. I moved it over here for now. I mentioned that our parent peak is today. So for science, both in the morning and the afternoon, families are invited in for the lesson. And we are kind of replicating what my team teachers have done in the past with a little twist. Because our curriculum is different, we have been teaching things in a different order, so we had to change some of the stations. And as we started coming up with the station ideas, we started with having different fruits that would float or sink to talk about density. And all of a sudden, the fruit theme just took over. And we were like, you know what, we can make this work. And we made it work. So the overall theme is fruit because it just worked out that way. There's no special rhyme or reason. And students are gonna complete 3 different rotations, but in order to keep groups smaller, I'm gonna have 2 sets of the 3 rotations, so a total of 6 different groups, but there will be 2 of each. Hopefully that makes sense. So this is the recording sheet that I made up. We are calling it Fruit Frenzy, and they are investigating density, mixtures and solutions, and then force and motion. So sinking and floating fruit, that is this one. Now I just printed these kind of direction cards that I will leave at each group, and I put them in a page protector, and there are 2 of each one because there will be 2 going, as I mentioned. So I have the materials listed, a screenshot from the recording sheet of what they are filling out for that section, and then written directions, and I inserted little like emojis. So there's a pencil if they need to write, the scale, because they're measuring it with a scale. Essentially, these buckets will be filled with water, and they are going to test an apple, a lime, cranberry, and grape. They're gonna measure each one on the scale to get the mass. They're gonna predict if it will sink or float, make the observation, and then do the conclusion for whether it is more or less dense than water. Next is lemonade mixtures, and lemon and then I don't know. We go with it. Basically, they're gonna be creating a solution of lemonade. So they have the water jug, which, as I mentioned, I got the ones with the spout, so those will sit on the back counter so they can easily pour the water into their cup. They have a plastic spoon to be able to scoop out the lemonade, and I told them to basically take 1 spoonful, kind of shake it so the extra falls off, add it to their cup, stir it so it all dissolves. They're gonna identify whether they made a mixture or solution or both, explain how they know, and then they're gonna compare it to fruit salad. So the original plan was just to have a picture of fruit salad, but when I was at HEB last night, I said, you know what, I'll eat fruit. Let me go ahead and get an actual fruit salad that they can observe. Once again, I have 2 of them because I'm gonna have 2 groups going at once. And then finally is the Dragon Fruit Force. So they used to do this and it was just called Dragon Force. And they had these little dragons, but in order to make it, you know, fruit themed, I made mine into a dragon fruit. I just took a picture of dragon fruit and put wings behind it. But this is just printed laminated cardstock that I then folded in half. And this is gonna sit at the end of their ramp. So they're gonna put the ruler on top of the books to make a ramp, and the ruler has a little groove in it. So they're gonna roll down a small marble and a large marble. The dragon will be at the end of the ruler, so when the marble hits it, it will slide, and they're gonna measure the distance that it travels with the small marble and the large marble. And I have another scale because they are gonna measure the mass of each marble. So they're gonna put the mass, make a prediction of how far, or rather how the mass will affect it, 3 trials for each marble, and then make a conclusion about how mass affects the distance an object travels. Now, I'm sure this is surprising to no one, but of course, I wanted to dress up to match the theme. This does not count. I borrowed this from our wellness teacher. It's a banana costume. Now, I should have looked at it ahead of time.
This day, it's bananas.
To know whether it would easily work with a dress, and I did not think about this until just now. Where does the head go? Okay, are those leg holes? I don't even know. Hold on. Okay, that's the face. That's the face. All right, that's the back. Oh yeah, I can make this work. All right, hold on, let's test it. Yeah, this will be fine for a dress, okay. The things we do for our students. But I love it. I love a good reason to dress up. Hopefully you can still hear me. Oh yeah. It's very appealing, I know, but I'll see myself out. Okay, so while I take off this banana costume, I think I'm all good to go then for science. I'll need to actually set up the things at each group, but I have a slide where I've already determined student groups and I have let them know like their rotation. So like first you're visiting this station, second you're visiting this station. I also have a slide with a timer, so they'll have about 7 minutes at each station. And then I have a list of what they can do when they finish. So look around, see if anything needs to be cleaned up. I will also have the snap circuit set up on the front carpet area so they can go up there and investigate if there's extra time. I feel like I'm missing something, I probably am, but I'll let you know how it goes afterward. Other little mini haul, shout out to Linda who made a donation from my Amazon classroom wish list because again, my students have been flying through dry erase markers and glue sticks, not because they've been irresponsible, like they take really good care of them, we just use them both so often. So yay, we got some more dry erase markers, a big pack of glue sticks, which is so appreciated. And she even sent some math games, which I'm gonna get to add into the Math Flex area. And my students have really been loving, like I've been introducing games a little at a time. So I'm gonna probably start with target. So this is add, subtract, multiply, and divide to hit your target. I will link these on Amazon. We'll start with this one and then multiplication splat. This one's pretty easy. It's just a multiplication fact game. I also have them play multiplication war with like playing cards, but I like to have options for them for flex time. So yay, thank you so much, Linda. I'm so excited. My students will be so excited as well. They're so appreciative, which I love. Yesterday when we were testing, of course, I had to get them snackies, so I had some goldfish that I gave them, and then afterward I had some little cookies, and they were all just so thankful, and like as I was handing them out, they said thank you, and then kids came up to me afterward and they're like, thank you so much for the tree. It was very sweet. So I love how appreciative they are, and it makes me want to do more and go above and beyond, because I do feel like it's appreciated. And when you go the extra mile and it's appreciated, it makes it all worth it. You know it was a good day when the classroom is all clean. All of the materials from the peak today have already been put away. My students did a great job getting everything cleaned up. Such a good feeling. We actually had a staff meeting today after school, so it's a little bit later. It's about 4:05. Although we had more food provided at the staff meeting. I think they have different grade level families that provide food for each different month staff meeting. And this month it was like soup, salad, and breadsticks from Olive Garden. I'll go to a staff meeting every day if you're gonna feed me with soup, salad, and breadsticks. So that was phenomenal. But so was my day. I had such a good day. I loved getting to have the families in here. Was I nervous beforehand? Absolutely. Mostly because I just didn't want anything to go wrong. And I want to make sure that they feel as proud to have me as their child's teacher as I am proud to be their child's teacher. And that's a lot of pressure, but the actual experience was so good, so fun. I felt bad because I didn't really get to talk to families because I'm like, you know, orchestrating 6 different stations going on and it's chaotic, but it was a great experience and I thoroughly loved it. And I told my students, like, you get to be the teacher. This is your chance to teach your parents. And so getting to see them try to explain things to their parents was so much fun. I have their recording sheets, and of course I have these ginormous fruit stickers that I'm putting on them, although these are not very friendly because they are a pain to try to get apart to be able to actually stick them on anything. So will not buy again. This is what the box looked like. They're just like these scented stickers. The stickers look great, they smell great, but they are not fun to try to put onto papers. But overall, there were no glaring issues with the exception of me messing up times. I knew when our morning parent peak was. It was our normal science time. For whatever reason, I had the time wrong in the afternoon. I was thinking it was later than it actually was. So all of a sudden we come back from lunch and the parent peak in the afternoon was happening then. And I thought it was happening way later. So I had moved all the materials from their tables to my back table. I had had a lunch bunch in here during lunch, so I was not prepared. But it was fine as soon as I heard that I had their times wrong, and I think it's just because I'm tired and my brain hurts, but I was like, all right. And I told my students, I'm like, parent peak is now, and we got everything together. So all in all, I think it was a great experience. I have plenty of extra water. I could have been fine with just 1 jug of water. Am I still gonna eat the fruit salad after it sat out and my students breathed all over it? Yes, I will. So if I'm sick in the next vlog, that will probably be why. But sometimes you gotta risk it for the biscuit, or in this case, the fruit salad. Let me kind of get my thoughts together post, long day, post staff meeting, and I'll figure out if there's anything else I have to share with you. I think that was it. And if it's not, it's fine. I'll just share it in the next vlog. It has been a crazy week because Monday was Veterans Day and we had an assembly first thing in the morning. So then we were trying to kind of cram things in. Yesterday, as I mentioned, we were interim testing and we didn't know if it was gonna take all day, half the day. So that schedule was kind of loosey-goosey up in the air. And then today our schedule was kind of off because of the parent peak, but thank goodness tomorrow, Thursday, should be a normal day. I think Friday is a normal day, and I honestly can hopefully now take a deep breath and just kind of have a sigh of relief, because I feel like a lot of the big events that make me nervous are out of the way. So like conferences are done, my observation is done. I met with my principal yesterday to get my feedback, and overall, like just getting the feedback was fantastic. It went really well, and now I know like what I want to improve on for the next time, and it was a fantastic first observation. Parent peak is done. All the things. Fall break is around the corner, but we'll chat about that in the next vlog. I am gonna sit down, get some caffeine in my system because I never drank my coffee today, although you would never know it by how fast I'm talking. This is pure adrenaline. And I will catch up with you in the next one. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, a notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Make sure you're following along with the Falling in Love with Teaching Again playlist. I just kind of drop the videos at random. You never know when they're coming, and you wanna make sure you are subscribed with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss them. But as always, thank you for watching. I love you so much. Don't forget to put your positive pants on or banana costume, and I will catch you in the next one.